Man, oh man. Look at this big haul from Big Bad Toy Store. Now, this is just one of two that's coming in with this shipment. I recently was checking my pile of loot, and it was coming up for a lot of the things. Yeah, you have 90 days before it has to ship automatically. So a lot of the figures had like a couple more days. I'm like, well, I've got quite a bit in there, so let me select all and send it. So let's dive in here and take a look at what I've gotten. This is almost, it's like Christmas. So this is going to be box one. My other box will be coming in a few days. Let's dive in here to box one and take a look. Now, Big Bad Toy Store does an amazing job of shipping and packing. Your stuff always comes in good shape. Now, I'm not like an inbox collector, so I'm not really crazy about it, but it's way better than Amazon, where they just stick a sticker on there and say good luck. So first off, I got the Skell-Ra from the Masters of the Universe Thundercats crossover. I think this is a really cool figure. Now, I'll be honest, I'm a lot less interested in the Skell-Ra and more interested in the Mumm-Ra option of this figure, because you can do both. You can do Mumm-Ra, that kind of has the more cartoon looking version, or you can do the the Skell-Ra, the Skeletor version. From what I've been seeing, these look like really cool figures, and I'll definitely, if I don't display him, it's kind of sad to say, but a lot of times these things go on clearance eventually. So if I ever come across another one of these on clearance, I'll probably get another. But that head sculpt is really cool, and definitely if I don't use it on this figure, he'll be going on to another extra body that I have. And this is like a big body. Once I get him out, we'll show him off. But it's one of their bigger, I guess they call them bucks. Is that the body? It's called the bucks. But I definitely got this for the Mumm-Ra. I never had a lot of Thundercat. Actually, as a kid, I never had any Thundercats. This wasn't one of the things I collected. And I picked up a couple like Thundercat figures over the years, but I've never really kept in many. I have like the Funko. I guess they're Super 7 now, but the Funko kind of a He-Man style. They did a few years back, and they've been re-releasing. Super 7 has been re-releasing those, but I have Lion-O and Mumm-Ra from that. They're pretty cool because they fit in with He-Man. This is going to be even better because now they have that origin style articulation. So in keeping with that, we have the Lion-O figure. And interesting, like in the package, it really had those knees bent to fit him in there. So I feel like there's going to be a taller feeling figure or looking figure. But there again, probably going to remove most of that armor and get him looking more like his Thundercats cartoon style. But we have Battle Cat Man. This one is probably one of my favorites of the line so far, just because it's something new. I mean, it's Battle Cat, but now it's Battle Cat as a warrior. Like he's a character. He's not just, he's always been a character, but he's not, what He-Man's riding around. He's actually a soldier. Now, Mythic Allegiance has done kind of a tribute figure that was a lot like this. That had, Battle Cat as a humanoid type figure. But I think he's really cool. There again, the artwork's awesome. Unpunched. Which doesn't matter because mine's going to be opened. Now here's Cheetara. I guess she won't be in the new release because she's already here. But there she is. She looks really cool. And you get you got her bow staff, and she has like the one before it. She hits a thing and it shoots out, it extends. But she has it small on her arm. It's kind of cool. You can see it on the back how it's supposed to go. Curious to see. I don't know how her armor works. If the armor pops off or not, to give her more of a Cheetara look. I think it does. Looks like it's really tight on there. So it had me wondering if it was sculpted in, but I think that's like a little additional piece that will pop off. But yeah, we're gonna try to go that cartoon, that cartoon look. And speaking of Mythic Legions, we got some Mythic Legions. This is a very cool knight figure. And if you've watched my channel, you may know that I like knights. I like knights and I like skeletons. I think this was a new one, and the Big Bad Toy Store also had a sale going on for some of the things they had in stock. And this is one I got with that sale. It was like $37, I think, which I thought was a pretty good deal. And these are ones I've not been able to find easily. Got a female knight figure, which I've been trying to pick up more female figures in the line because I feel like I don't really have that representation. But she's cool. And you can't see it because of her helmet here is kind of moved down, but has these really kind of creepy eyes. Now here's what I was really excited about, and he was part of that sale. So I got a really good deal. But I said when I found him, I was going to pick him up. And I think it was at Joe Fest. It was like the last day after I pretty much had spent my my budget. I saw him in one of the booths, and I was like, man, it was kind of, price was up there. It was a much better deal on the song about it. I didn't get it then. But one I've been wanting to get. What's his name? Poxus. Poxus looks really cool. I'm sure he has something to do with like a famine or plague or something like that. He's got some really cool wings, kind of like fairy wings or insect wings. But the Lux figure, really happy about that one. And then some figures I'm sure will be on clearance eventually. But I don't know about the chrome ones, but the other ones have been, like the regular figures. But I do like these Silverhawk, especially the chromed versions, which we were told at first we wouldn't get. But I think that one of the few times that Super 7 has listened, and they said, hey, people want chrome. I've got two others that are already chromed, and though the joints will flake off, but the figures themselves have held up really well. And I've done some like posing and some photos and stuff with them. And yeah, and aside from the joints, which you don't see because they're plugged in, they've held up really well. But I mean, look how gorgeous that chrome looks. And Super 7 is no longer doing the outer package, which is fine. Whatever they can do to make these things cheaper. Because my goodness, Super 7's having some troubles. Hopefully, maybe if they lower the prices, they can get some more sales. I don't know, we'll see. At Super 7's company, I like their product for the most part. But yeah, I have a lot of gripes about them as well. Oh man, Bluegrass. How cool looking is he? Bluegrass. It says toy version. As opposed to what? I don't know the other version that would be available. But this is definitely the chrome version. But he looks really cool. I wonder, it doesn't look like it. I was going to say, I wonder if his guitar opens up. Because in the original, his wings spread out to be his bird. I don't see there's any accessories. I do see the little, the soft cloth. These do come with like a little cloth where you can wipe your fingerprints off. So that's kind of cool. Because these do pick up fingerprints. I don't know if it's been a summer thing. I've noticed they've had sales a lot, but it's been every day this summer. They have a daily special, and it's like up to sometimes 80% off on certain figures, and it changes every day. But they have a lot of cool figures that pop in there. A lot of Super 7 is popping in there. So one of the figures I'm going to show you, I got 70% off. Pretty pretty excited about it. But let's see. Next we have Masterverse Masters of the Universe Blade figure. Man, oh man, I was happy when they announced they were going to do him. I actually have the Super 7. It was either the Mattyverse or the... I don't know when Super 7 bought him out, or took over from them, but it's from that line, and he looks really good in that one. But I was happy to get this this new Masterverse version from Mattel, and yeah, really cool looking art. I just always thought he was a cool character. I felt like, you know, he went up against He-Man, and even though he lost, he still he didn't die. You know, he's got to be pretty tough. So, man, I haven't. From what I've seen, I don't keep my finger on the edge, the pulse. What's the word? I don't know the rumors, the newest news. I just kind of see like a few things here and there, like when they go to toy shows and stuff, the announcements they make. But I've not seen any new characters from the movie announced. I really want the guards, the armor, the black armor guards, and all of the mercenaries. Give us that whole line. Just give us the whole movie. Give us the whole movie in action figure form. Sauron. We already have Beastman. Was it Kurg? The name's skipping my mind right now, but he was kind of the leader. They had the hook hand. It's like Kang or Kurg. I don't know. I'll put the title on the screen. But that's cool. And this one I'm gonna need a knife to get into. I was saying the one I got at 70% off. It says on the box what it is, so it's the Ultimates Gorilla, which is their way of doing Sergeant Bananas without the licensing problem. That I think when this figure came out was when they started to have problems with, I'm assuming Playmates, with just making updated representation of the figures. I think Playmates started saying, hey, you can't do that anymore, because I know Rat King, the initial design was really different. We got more of the traditional looking Rat King, but we've not seen any new figures announced that are based on the Playmates figures. It's all been newer characters, new designs, or like the 2003 or 2013 Turtles. So I don't know what's happening. I'm hoping it's not over, because I do like their turtle line. We got a lot of characters. I mean, if it ended, it wouldn't be like devastating, because they have done a lot. But this guy, let's open him up, because he's a big boy, but he's also really cool and got a lot of details. And would you look at this beast of a figure? Now, this figure came out back when they were still doing their slipcovers, not the outer cardboard. Well, maybe, because it did come in a giant cardboard. But not like the one that had like the Super 7 logo and everything. But man, look at this guy. He's huge. And he's a chunky boy. His hands are like the size of Volkswagens. Now, I like Sergeant Bananas. I know Gorilla appeared in the comics, but to me, this is Sergeant Bananas. The freedom fighting ape in the Amazon. I think it looks really cool. Now, I talked about Super 7's troubles and they've had to downsize a large number of their staff. I feel there's a part of me I feel bad, because I don't always. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I buy their figures at full price. If it's like, Toxic Crusaders, I'm all in. I'll jump at that as soon as they hit out. But figures like this, I like them, but not enough to get that initial price. He was like, I think, a $70 figure when he came out. And I said, let me wait and see. And sure enough, he went on clearance, 70% off. When I got this on Big Bad Toy Store. And even still, because that was a one-day sale. But I think they have, you can get all 4 figures from that series at a really good discount, even now. So if you want to pick them up, if you want to get some Super 7 Ninja Turtles, check out Big Bad Toy Store, because they got some deals on all their Super 7 figures. And it's just overall, it's a good site. It's a site I like. I don't get any freebies or endorsements from Big Bad Toy Store. It's just I've used Big Bad Toy Store since I was in college, back in like 2001. I think that's why I used to order a lot of overseas figures. I wanted to get they had little Transformer figures, and you couldn't find them here in the States. And I found Big Bad Toy Store back then, and was making orders. And it's just a site I've always kind of trusted, and I like their setup, and they have good deals with the shipping. So, man, look at all these accessories. So he's got 4 pairs of hands. This giant banana bazooka. He's got his large gun here with the vine strap. He's got an alternate head. I like that head, I like that expression. Sunglasses, a helmet. Now that's a knife. This coconut something, I don't know. That fits on something, we'll see. We got some grenades, all those bananas. They're gonna fit right in there. It's got the flat top. He is huge. Like, when you don't see him next to something, this is like, yeah, he looks like a figure, but I mean, he's a big guy. And he's heavy. He was I had to really fight to get him out of the package. It's how the bubble package they're in. He was really stuck in there, and he's so big. But yeah, let's get him moving around. You gotta heat these joints up. Let's get some accessories on him and let's check him out. Here he is, all weaponed up. I got him holding his knife. Now I tried to put the banana bazooka in his hand, and I almost had it. I mean, it was kind of holding it, but it just didn't look right. I was trying to, get a cool pose. But this thing is huge. It's got a big grip. And the hands, I probably need to heat him up a lot more. But I was really just struggling to get his hand, to get the handle grip all the way into his hand. And it's gotta sit like that, there's not, you can't really, sometimes you can kind of tuck the things under their arm or put it on the shoulder. Not a lot of range, and he's got movement and stuff, but there's some limitations. And then this gun, I put this one in his hand, this gun, and it's kind of cool, but it's got this cord that just kind of sticks up. I'm like, well, I don't really care for that. I put it on his shoulder. It does fit onto his shoulder, but I didn't really like how that looked. And it wasn't it felt kind of stiff and like it might break, because this is a solid plastic, but there's not a lot of give to it. This is you push too hard, that's gonna break. So I'm not the weapons. I mean, that looks cool. I love the size of that, but how they fit in his hands, not a huge fan. You have to really work with it. I'm gonna heat his hands up a lot more. All the other joints work really well. I like that knife fit in really good. But he is cool. I like the figure a lot. Not really sure how I feel about the weapons. Let me put that other head on just so you can see how that mean, menacing face looks. You get his hands heated up enough, and yeah, his it's not so bad. I feel like there's some limitations on the poses for the weapons. I mean, it looks pretty cool though. The knife is definitely my favorite. But he has a lot of accessories, so you can do quite a bit with them. I took off his dog tag, and I took off his bandolier with all the bananas on there. And if you really worked, I think you could probably get that vest off if you wanted to take it off. I'm not going to do that, but I think that's something you could do. You might have to pop the arms off, which I don't know how hard that would be. I think he's a pretty cool figure. Big, giant guy. I think because at my office I have all the military turtles, and I have military G.I. Joe figures. It's kind of a military theme, so I think he might be going to my actual work office to go on display. Because I don't know where he would fit here. He's so big. If he fell off the shelf and landed on you, I think that would knock you out. It would hurt. Yeah, pretty cool figure. Let's open some more. Here are the Silverhawks out of their package. You can even see my ceiling fan rotating in that reflection. That is some chromed out figures. So I'm going to change these up, get them into their configuration I wanted to display them in. I don't think I'm going to use the wings for him. I'm just going to leave him as is, but I am going to use his alternate helmet here. Bluegrass has a alternate head that winks. I don't know if I particularly needed that, but they included it. The guitar doesn't move. I wish like the vintage toy where the wings opened up on there. I kind of wish it did that. And I think on the other Silverhawks I have, the bird has some articulation. This one, unless it's just super stiff, it does not move. I think it's all solid from what I can tell, or it's designed to where it does not articulate. But there you go. But I'm gonna get these guys. Bluegrass looks really green on here, but he's really he's got more of a bluish tint. But yeah, let's get them posed up. Here they are. The way I'm going to display them, I like Bluegrass with his guitar. He's got some hands that pose pretty well, like he's playing. Steel Will here. I like him with his combat helmet on. Looks like a big football player. But yeah, pretty cool. I'll get these guys up on display. And here we have Blade from the movie Masters of the Universe. There's a new character that was introduced to the line. Never, that I know of, appeared in a cartoon or a comic or anything. But a pretty cool character. It's got the little darts, little darts he shot out there on his arm. It's got the eye patch. I think the actor was a stunt guy. I think I read that somewhere. He's got his laser whip, which had a kind of a lightsaber feel to it, which there's a lot of things I think the movie kind of borrowed from Star Wars, which it makes sense. That was a popular movie at the time. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. Got the chainmail. Has a nice design. And for comparison, here he is next to the vintage figure and I'm going to call it the Super 7, but from the Matty collector days. And some of the details on the Matty collector one, I don't know, it might be a little bit better. They're very unique. I'll give them that. I think I like his head sculpt better. But the new one is still cool. They're different. I think the new one's outfit fits a little bit better. But yeah, there you go. 3 uniquely different figures. And here are the Thundercats. Now, Battle Cat, I've kind of kept as is. I think he looks pretty cool like that. And, it fits into the Thundercats. Cheetara, I like that. The hair is cool. She has, if you want to do the Eternia armor, this is really well designed the way it fits. It's really form-fitting. I was concerned. I thought it might be like part of the figure and it wouldn't come off, but no, it comes off. You have to take her arms off and take her waist off, but it's kind of a rubbery, and this will slide down. But she looks really good. We have Lion-O. Now with Lion-O, what I've done is I've taken I have the old Funko version here, and he had his claw that popped onto his hand. I just took it off and I put it onto the new one. But yeah, look at the difference. I mean, he's done in that kind of old school He-Man style, but extra cartoony. I like this Origins one a lot. And yeah, having that claw helped out. Because this is the one he comes with, which is more of like a gauntlet, kind of armored type deal. And he has accessories. I had a little bracelet here and Thundercat armor that fit on over top. And you can even, I believe, take off that armor, his Lion-O armor. The belt comes off. He has a He-Man option there. A really cool shoulder pad. It looks like a Eternia, the Eternia playset. The big lion on the front. Super cool. Then we have Mumm-Ra. Now, Mumm-Ra I definitely liked either way. I think the Skeletor figure was really cool. The skull is awesome. I mean, y'all know I like skeletons. I think that's a really cool Skeletor head. And yeah, like I was saying, either I'm going to get another one of these so I can have a Skeletor one, or pop this onto one of my extra bodies. He's got this double blade sword thing here. Yeah, the Thundercats are really cool. I mean, not having any Thundercats, this is a fun way for me to get into it and have some representation. So that's cool. I mean, I've had like Thundercats like this guy, not like legit LGN. Did the LGN make those? I forget. But yeah, I never had any of the old school Thundercats. I definitely don't have any of the Super 7 Ultimates. But yeah, I think these are awesome, and these are great displayed with my He-Man origin figures. But before we go on to the next, let me definitely show off these. These two cards came with Skell-Ra, and they're like two little character cards for both Skeletor and Mumm-Ra. Pretty cool artwork. He didn't come with a mini comic. The others all came with one, but they were all the same comic. So I'm looking forward to checking that out. Artwork looks pretty cool. There's the figures. Very nice. Let's see what's next. And here are the 3 Mythic Legion figures out of the package. Really like this kind of Silver Knight. He has the winged options there for the helmet. And really, the figure itself is kind of reuse of just a lot of existing figures. Maybe the wings are not. No, I think the wings even were on another figure, I remember. But he just looks really good. I like the paint. He's an awesome looking knight. We have this guy here. I've got the wings on him. He's got some pretty cool accessories. He's got a bow that has wings. He's got the little fairy arrows here. See, there's a little fairy at the end of his arrow, or whatever they are, little bug type creatures. But he looks really good. Awesome face. I'll definitely have fun kind of configuring him. I need to see how this works. He has like a little, kind of like a Doctor Strange, his magic, how it looks, the little rings. So I'm sure there's a way to kind of display that. Then we have the female knight with the crazy eyes. Pretty spooky. And she's got the helmet that can come down. Pretty cool figure. She has these accessories here, different bladed weapons, and the belts, the shields. Mythic Legions is great for making the figures how you want them to be. You can customize them, give different accessories, take out parts, switch out parts. But yeah, these are great. I'm gonna definitely be playing with these and doing some different swapping around and posing. For a lion, like I've said before, for a lion I had none. At the beginning of the year, my collection really grew pretty quickly. So yeah, now I don't intend to stop. But there you go. All right, so it's actually been a few days since I opened up those figures, and I was gonna make it one big video where I had the toy haul from Big Bad, that one box, and then this new box that that I also have gotten in, and I was gonna share it all in one video. I'm like, it's too long. It's just too long because there's a lot of stuff. So I'm gonna split it into two. I really liked all those figures. I think they're pretty cool. I've already got most of them on display. And so for the box 2, come back on Friday. If you're watching this, before it's come out, come back on Friday where I have part 2. If you're just watching this whenever, just know this is part 1. There's a part 2 to the toy haul. And part 2 has more than just Big Bad. There's another box that arrived. And I think you'll be excited to see it. I was excited to open it and see it. So hope you enjoy. If you like this type of content, give me a like and subscribe. And yeah, we'll see you real soon.